Hello, and a very warm welcome to another Tuesdays at 2. This is episode number 116. Each week at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, every week I go on talking about a different topic of career management. Everybody gains something. People don't know how to manage their careers. So each week I give them a snippet of my vast knowledge, 30 years as an executive career management practitioner, sharing it with a global audience, both live and in the replay, something different topic of career management. Today's topic is I'm ambitious. I want to reach the C-suite. Lots of people say that to me because I specialize at the senior executive level, and it is possible. Yes, of course it's possible. Anything's possible, but you have to have the right attitude. It's not impossible. But bearing in mind, the higher you go, where you start off, there's a huge pool of talent, and the higher you go, the less jobs there are. It's the pyramid. So right at the top, there are less jobs than there are right at the bottom where you started your career. So really you have to do a lot of career planning, a lot of navigating through maybe some hurdles, some obstacles to get to where you are. No career management goes without obstacles or faults or failures or rejection. So you're not going to win everything. So yes, it is possible, not impossible. But first of all, you need to get your frame of mind and your career planning aligned. So you need to have that ambition, that drive, that energy, that excitement and empowerment to reach where you want to go. Even in your personal life, when you want to go do something, you have to have all those attributes as well. So you need to convert your mind and align with going to where you want to go. And it doesn't happen overnight, and it can be very frustrating. The whole thing of career management, job search, etc., is a very frustrating exercise. But you have to conquer that frustration and move on. But ambition is very, very crucial. They don't hire non-ambitious leaders, okay? And that will come out in the interviews as you go up the ladder. So you need to exude, express that ambition, that drive, that passion to get to that very senior executive level. Now, if anybody's got any comments, please put the comments in the comment below, and I'll answer them as I go through this Tuesdays at 2. Any comment about, any question about executive career management, I will answer it while I'm live for you, because I like to share my knowledge, and I like you to gain some information. So it doesn't have to be related to today's topic. Good career planning, good career management means starting off at the bottom level when you graduate out of college, school, or university, and setting down a career plan for your life. Now, there's many different functions in business across the world. Most of them are siloed, and you have to think about where do I want to be? What do I want to be? A salesperson? Do I want to be a marketer? Do I want to be in supply chain? Do I want to be in finance? Do I want to be in business transformation, digital transformation? Do I want to be in IT? So you have to have that particular mindset and obviously the skills to work for that. I could never be in IT because I'm hopeless at technology, but I could be in supply chain because I like supply chain. I could be in sales because I'm good at sales. So you have to think about, well, where does my passion lie and what are my career goals? What function am I going to go up on? You can go for up and then you can go across from sales to marketing, marketing to sales, and you can do other transitions at mid-level, but you can't really do it at the senior executive level because they're looking for world-class experts at the C-suite. So the C-suite involves the CEO, Chief Executive Officer, the CFO, the Chief Financial Officer, the Chief Operating Officer, COO, CHRO, which is the Chief Human Resources Officer. And there are many other, in fact, there's some pretty neat new titles just come around in the last few years at the C-suite level. So when you start your career planning, when you graduate from university, college, or whatever, select the function early on in your career. Then the next step will be to work towards educating yourself in that function. Become an expert in that function, become renowned, recognized within your industry, within your sector, as an expert in finance, as an expert in operations, as an expert in human resources. So there are a plethora of education, both in person and online, education designations, courses you can take to build your value. So education is very, very important if you want to do a broad business degree and you're at the senior manager level wanting to get to the C-suite. I would suggest you look at an executive master of business administration, an EMBA. And if anybody's contemplating going to do an EMBA, I'm more than happy to do a little bit of coaching about how you choose a school, which school you choose, and there's many other criteria because I work extensively with business schools across the world, executive master of business administration. But if you want to stay in finance and you want to become an expert in finance, think about a master of finance, or start off with a bachelor of finance, then go to a master of finance. There are so many other graduate degrees and courses and designations and certificates you can get. So education is a crucial role. You're not going to be hired if you are at the senior executive level if you don't have some sort of education. And then designation. So if you're going to go into finance, you're going to go into accounting, you can have a CPA or a CFA, and there's lots of different designations, PMP, the list goes on and on and on in particular functions. Market yourself as an expert in your function. So join associations, your trade association, your professional association, and then gain recognition within your association because that is a huge networking opportunity. After COVID, we've moved back to a lot of in-person, shaking hands, looking at each other around the water cooler and sitting next to each other at conferences, at symposiums or trade shows or whatever. So you can network within that environment by joining associations and attending conferences and whatever. Gain recognition. Another way to gain a recognition within your own industry and as an expert is to volunteer to speak. If you have a particular topic you want to speak on, and you feel comfortable in your soul, your heart, that you can really articulate that you are an expert, then why don't you volunteer? You have a huge audience. Some of those audiences in conferences can be 1,000 strong. You have 1,000 people who get your name, and that your name will be planted in their mind. And when they look for talent or whatever, your name comes to recognition straight away. Please, if anybody's got any comments, questions on executive career management, please put them in the comments, and I will answer them as I go through this Tuesdays at 2. So join associations and gain recognition. Then develop your leadership skills. So there's various designations or certificates in leadership. Each university, most business schools have a leadership program separate from the business. So you need to think about, well, I need to enhance this part of the leadership. So you need to think about maybe going on your leadership programs and ask your boss when you're on the way up whether you can assume more leadership. So embrace additional responsibilities. Leaders like their teams to take on extra responsibilities because it's twofold. It reduces the workload for them, but it also increases the team performance and the team empowerment, the team the mixture and skill set. So think about taking leadership skill courses. Show a willingness to learn. Get recognized. Always show a willingness to learn. Articulate. Never miss out on this. Articulate your ambitions to everybody. Tell them. When you come to standing around the water cooler, or go out after work with your mates, your buddies in the office, tell them, talk about career management, career planning, and tell them where you want to go, because they will take that on board. And then, everybody has a network, and you need to use that network. And when a job comes available, they might say, "Oh, Joe, I saw a job advertised today, which I think will be perfect for you." So they can be your champions. They can be your cheerleaders as well. The whole crux of career management, whether you want to go right up to the top, the C-suite, or whether you want to stay within your own environment laterally, you want to stay at the bottom, or you want to move up slightly up the top, towards the top, the middle range, is relationship management. That it boils down to building and retaining relations. So personal relationship management, business relationship management is very, very crucial in career success. It's also very important in your personal life. Building and retaining career or relationships is very, very important. And then internally, if somebody comes and says, there's a job, the next level, never miss out on opportunities. If you are not cut for that particular job, see if you can apply for it anyway, because that tells the senior leaders that you really are ambitious and you want to get up the ladder. So always seek promotions internally. So that is very, very important. Make it known to everybody, including human resources. Human resources can be very good friends to you. Make sure that they know of your intention, your ambition, and that you want a promotion. So when a job becomes vacant, or there's a new job created and it fits your skill sets, they will approach you with a particular, they will encourage you to apply. So always seek promotions. Make it known to everybody, anybody and everybody, that you want a promotion. Now, backing off and sort of ending up here. Anybody? Oh, have got a question here. Let me. Where are we? Where's my glasses here? Hang on a minute. Hi, Martin. Mike Verge. Hi, Mike. Good to see you again. Great topic. Oh, great. Thank you, Mike. I've known Mike for many, many years, since I ran, I think, Executor in Toronto over a decade ago. So thanks, Mike, for your very kind words. So always seek promotions. Make it known to everybody that you want a promotion. So as we wrap this up, the whole of life, not just your career life, but your personal life, revolves around you being patient. Patience is a virtue. You need to have a lot of patience. Never show your anger, your rage, especially when you're terminated. Never show your anger, your rage. And also make sure that you conquer rejection. You aren't going to win everything. You know, a Formula One racer or a horse racer, they never win everything, but their chances, the more their times they compete, the more chances for a win, the statistics go up. So conquer the fear of rejection. Yes, it can be very nasty to your emotions, but you will win someday. And hiring across the world in all functions, all levels, especially at the C-suite, is very robust today, very strong. So if you have that drive, that ambition, you can really move on quite fast today. So patience is a virtue and conquer rejection. I'll end up. You will get there if you have that ambition, that determination, that vision, that career plan. I have no doubt about it. I've been in this business, resume, CV writing, LinkedIn teaching, coaching, and general coaching, executive coaching, career coaching, job search coaching, etc. This goes on for 30 years. And I have seen those people who come to me to say exactly they want to be with the C-suite. Guess where they are now? They are well on the way, or they are at the C-suite. So you can do it. There's no excuses if you have that drive, that ambition, that mission, and you drive performance, you show performance, you save the money, you make the money, you got some great skill sets. So you can do it, but it doesn't happen overnight. Patience is a virtue, and conquer rejection. That's about it for this week, Tuesdays at 2. Anybody got any further questions? Anything to do with career management? Is something bugging you? I'm more than happy to answer it online here. It's been a great pleasure to do another Tuesdays at 2. It's hard to believe that it's 116. So next week's Tuesdays at 2 is, just bear with me 1 second, is my boss is too overbearing and demanding. What do I do? My boss is too overbearing and demanding. What do I do? Sadly, I hear that quite a bit, and that is a topic for conversation for me to present on next week at Tuesdays at 2. Those listening right now, I hope you will return to Tuesdays at 2. I also do 2 others a week, career tips for a crazy world, a 1-minute quick career tip, Monday 9 a.m. and Tuesday 2 p.m., both Eastern Standard Time. As I wrap this up, I'm more than happy to give you a free, no obligation resume critique, CV critique, depending on where you are in the world. I will give you 30 minutes of my time to go through your resume, your CV from top to bottom. But I do say it as it is because you only get one kick of the can here. Or if you want a LinkedIn audit, more than happy to give you a free audit as well. So another 30 minutes going through, scrolling through your LinkedIn and giving you my expertise, sharing my expertise on your LinkedIn, because it should be fully complete. A skeleton, as I call it, a part completed LinkedIn doesn't do you any justice. And lastly, as I wrap this up, if anybody has wants to know more about executive career management, please go to my YouTube channel and press the subscribe button, and also press the bell button where you will be notified of all future videos to come. And I'm actually filming some in the next few days. And if you have a topic that you want me to film for YouTube, I'll be happy to do it. Just send me a message. My email is below there. I'm more than happy to cater to your request to film a video on something that you might want further information on, you're not quite up to scratch on. So that's been a pleasure. I will see you next Tuesday at 2, or Career Tips for a Crazy World at 2 p.m. Eastern Time on Friday. Have a great week, and remember, manage your career 24/7, 365.